All right, what's up, everybody, man? Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships Reckless Reviews with your boy M3 and the Sophisticated Jerk. Back at
What's
it
good?
again, man.
What's good? What's good?
Nothing much, man. You know, how's life treating you, Sophisticated Jerk?
Man, it's pretty good, man. How about you, man? How you doing over there?
I'm doing all right, man. Just overcoming, man, the sniffles, man, and
Oh, okay,
other than that,
okay.
man, it's
Got
all to
that
the
that
good.
flu season.
Man, you be around a whole bunch of kids, man, and teachers, man, coughing, hackling, and all that stuff, man. Eventually, man, like it will get to the immune system, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Get you
Yeah,
some green tea over there.
yeah, most definitely, man. Will do. But yeah, man. So man, today, man, we're still gonna provide entertainment for you guys and ladies, and pretty much like today's show is gonna be called "Mom with 7 Kids." Okay, by 6 different men.
Mm.
Oh my god! And she thinks, okay, where's my sound effects at? She thinks, okay, that she is wifey material. All right. And she believes that, and she also would not, you know what I mean, share her cookie until marriage. Talk about a selfish person, right?
So let me get this right. You said 7 kids by 6 men, and she wants you to wait till marriage.
Yep. Before taking a bite of the cookie, you know.
This is a tough sell. I wonder if how delusional she thinks she is, because yeah, that's crazy as hell. Ain't nobody about to wait for that.
Well, you never know, Sophisticated Jerk, man. There's plenty of simps out there that will be ready to take on the load of 7 kids and deal with 6 different men, which also means that one of the baby daddies actually, hit it twice. You know what I mean? And was successful as far as making another kid.
Man, the type of dude that would take this deal, he got to be coming straight out of jail. He's got to be handicapped. You know, there's got to be something wrong with him mentally or something. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, with all 6 dudes, I mean, maybe she have a type.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like them dudes was with her, because obviously, if she's pulling up on the show, she's looking for somebody. So those were just reckless dudes that she was with. But I mean, she could have retained them. So yeah, nah, she ain't nobody about to take that deal, man. But yeah, we got roll that clip. I gotta see this.
Yeah, only on the the Kendra G show, man. So
Yeah,
I mean,
Kendra.
Follow her channel, give her a like, subscribe, and make sure you guys do the same thing as well too. Also, please make sure you guys donate to the Cash App, the Venmo, and the PayPal, man. Everything helps, man, to help keep us going, keep a roof under our heads, over our heads. So with that being said, man, we're gonna play the video, and I'm gonna zoom in and zoom out every now and then. So fair use as always. Let's find out how delusional she is. Oh, wait a minute. Why I'm not here? Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on for a second. Damn, I forgot to turn the audio up. There we go. All right, let's do this.
Hello? Hi. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm in a bathroom.
Okay. What's your name, boo?
Alicia.
Alicia, where you calling me from? Besides the bathroom girl.
St. Louis, Missouri.
How old are you?
Oh,
I'm 39.
39. What you do for a living?
I do homicide. I'm not employed. I'm not on nobody's clock.
How you pay your bills?
I get child support.
Well, you keep it real, child. Okay.
Hey, shout out
hit
to
the
Daddy
pause
Government.
button real quick. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She got an EBT card and child support. No job. Just this is already terrible.
So basically, okay. So with the 7 kids that she had, right, by 6 different men. So she already set up her 401k plan, her pension, which that's mostly a part of it as well too. Um, she set up all different accounts of retirements, things like that, and I don't know. I ain't gonna say she invests or whatever, but the kids are pretty much like her investment. See, it's a way for her to come out of poverty, I guess. And if you kind of think about it, I believe that's like kind of like the mindset with a lot of these people who believe that kids who are a blessing could also become your money maker. And
But see,
yeah,
I could see if maybe she was with some like, people that made good money, then it you could benefit like that. But typically, man, like the average, if you look at the average child support payment, it's really not that high. So, I mean, a lot of times people are stuck in poverty because of that, because it's like, man, they ain't gonna be able to invest with no 7 kids. I mean, as far as putting money away and actually being able to invest, most people that are kind of in these positions are just treading water. So, nah, she's still in poverty, got a poverty mindset. Half them dudes probably ain't even paying. It's probably like 1 or 2 that's actually like paying to like fund everybody else and stuff. But yeah, she hanging on for dear life with seven mouths to feed.
Yeah, and I never understand the mentality of some people who feel like from dude after dude, you just want to have kids. And I mean, I get it, man. Like that, it's like that poor person's mentality where it's like, okay, I'm going to get a child and that's going to be the solution. But still, I don't know, man. Like, I just can't deal with a woman like that.
Well, you spot on, man, because it's self-centeredness. You low key, man, if you spit out a bunch of kids and you already in a bad position to the point where like she's saying, I ain't got no job, I'm just dependent on the child support, which I think any guy should pay, so don't get it twisted. But if you're dependent on that check, you're already in the wrong position. So it's self-centered, man, because you're not supposed to, spit out a bunch of kids if you can't, properly take care of them and stuff. If you can't get the time and you don't have the resources. But people are so self-centered, man. They react off of their like desires and impulses and stuff, and it just like it brings the family down, quality level down when they, like I said, just spit out a bunch of kids. So now you spitting facts, man. Yeah, no, it's very self-centered, and it just shows like you really don't care about your kids too much because of the environment you're kind of creating. You're creating a struggle for everybody, yourself, your kids, everybody involved and stuff. So yeah, it's very unresponsible to keep doing this type of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go ahead, man. We're gonna continue.
Yeah.
In the comments when old girl April was on your show yesterday, I got 7 kids.
Okay, I didn't know you were in the comments. Did I say something about you?
They was eating me up in the comments.
Okay, well, they, the cousins, I don't have nothing to do with that because I was doing the interview. So what happened?
I just stated that I had 7 kids, and somebody was like, "Is that a flex for you?" I'm like, "No, it's my truth." So I would never tell a man, because I have 3 that live here, but I have 7 together all together. But I would never tell a guy, "Oh, I have 3 kids," just so they would want to date me. But yeah, I have 7 kids.
Okay, 7 kids. All right, how old are your 7 kids?
I have a 19-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 16-year-old, and my last 4, 6, 3, 1 just turned 2 today, and I have a 5-year-old.
A
2 and a 5-year-old.
Okay. And how many men?
6.
So, what you call you? Girl, you got 6 men. What you looking for? You calling me for number 7?
No, I just. So
Hey, M3, go back to when she's breaking down the kid ages.
Yeah, so all right, let me reverse.
Yeah, we'll reverse a little bit. We gonna do some math on this shit.
All right.
What you call you? Girl, you got 6 men. What you looking for? You calling me for?
1 just turned 2 today, and I'm 10-year-old, and my last would want to date me.
Okay.
But yeah, I have 7 kids.
Okay, 7 kids. All right, how old are your 7 kids?
I have a 19-year-old.
Do you have like a You know, I hate to do this stuff, but I might have to pull out my Apple Notes real quick. Bear with me for a second. Hold on, because this is gonna be interesting, and I gotta keep up and follow this real quick. All right, so
19. She said a 19-year-old.
So the first one is 19, right?
Yeah, she jumped around on the age and she was getting confused. She got so many goddamn kids. So yeah, first one she mentioned was 19.
Okay. And I think she said, let me see. The next one is
13-year-old, a 16-year-old.
13, then 16.
All right, so 13. Okay, 16. Okay.
Oh, then my last four, 6, 3, one just turned 2.
6, 3.
And she said one just turned 2.
One just turned 2. So we're at 6 right now.
Yeah.
5-year-old.
And a 5-year-old. Okay.
Damn,
right.
So she been throwing out reckless vagina for 2 decades, pretty much. The first one is 19. That means she ain't learned her lesson. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, so okay, you got 19, 16. I'm trying to put them in order. 13, 6, 5, 3, 2, and this is with 6 different dudes. So that's what I'm saying, man. This chick is reckless, man. Like two decades of just fucking up. That's what I'm saying. Bad decisions.
Right. So right now, what I'm doing, I'm just putting everything in order, right? And then once I'm finished doing that, I'm going to fully assess like each year that was apart. All right. And then let me see. The last one was 2 years old. Okay. So so 19, 16, 13, 6, 5, 3, 2. Okay. So 19 years ago, so she had her first child. And then let me see, 18, 17, 16, 3 years later, she had her second one. Now, we don't know if, like, okay, out of that timeline, okay, which one was like the dude, like it could have been like the first 2 oldest kids, right? Could have been from the same guy, or maybe could have been the last 2 kids, or maybe somewhere in the middle. We're going to dissect this real quick. Okay. Then here's the third child, another 3 years apart. So we're averaging around 3, like in the first top 3 oldest kids, right? 19, 16, 13.
Yeah, all 3 years apart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Let me see. Now, this one, child number 4, so she waited 7 more years. Mm-hmm.
Then she got reckless again. She was she hit the club scene. She
but she got real reckless, okay? So child number 4, child number 5. I want you guys to listen to this. So her 6-year-old, right, is child number 4. The 5-year-old is child number 5. This is where I probably will think that out of the child number 4 and 5 were probably approximately like the same dude, right?
Which one? You said 6 and a 5?
Yeah, the 6 and the 5. I want to give her the benefit of doubt that that maybe this was like the 6 and the 5-year-old, right? Was from the same guy, because otherwise they're a year apart. And if they're a year apart, then that means she got pregnant from one dude that flopped during the pregnancy, or maybe never showed up for the baby at all, period. And now she messing around with another dude and got pregnant by him. I really think 4 and 5 are the ones are from the same guy. But then here's the twist, right? The last 2, now you have a 3 and a 2. Okay? So 4 and 3. So now they're between child number 5 and child number 6, they're 2 years apart. And from child 6 to 7, they're another year apart.
I get what you're saying, but it's just like, man, she got 7 kids by 6 guys. So just even the math alone, there's only, like you said, one guy that has 2 of them. So like you said, it could make sense with the close years. Maybe like you said, the 6 and the 5 or the 3 and the 2 might be by the same dude, but the rest of them all like different guys, man, just by the mere number. So yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying, man. This has been two decades of just being reckless.
Right. Speaking of reckless, man, we got Stan, man.
What's good, Stan? You been listening in, Stan?
Oh man, I've been running. I had to like run through that rain and traffic.
Nah, you good, but we pretty much we breaking down the timeline for this chick's. So she has 7 kids by 6 men. So here's the order that she spit out the ages of the kids. So we stopped it at that point. So the first kid is 19.
Okay.
Second one is 16.
Okay.
The third one is 13.
Okay.
Then there's like a 7-year gap. So the next kid, the 4th kid is 6.
Okay.
The 5th kid is 5. Then the 6th kid is 3.
Okay.
And the 7th is 2. So I told M3 she's been throwing out reckless vagina for 2 decades.
for far too long. And the thing
we
was,
also
like,
gotta blame the men, though. We gotta blame the men.
No doubt. I mean, these dudes is dumb, but I mean, it's 7 kids by 6 different men. So
Yeah,
I mean, they're definitely
two of them got the same fathers. Only 2 of them got the same father.
Yeah, same father. And we're trying to figure out which ones that was. We're like, is that the 6 and the 5-year-old or the 3 and the 2? Because they're closer together.
Well, actually, Stan, to make that correction, only one of them is the same father, but it's not 2 of them. Because because you have 6 different dads and 7 kids. So one of them, out of the timeline of the 4th kid and the 5th kid, is possibly, it could be from the same father.
Yes.
Or it could be the 6th and the 7th. That could be from the same father. And I was close. I was almost about to give the woman the benefit of that. I was like, okay, the kids are a little bit too close. But she's not that reckless until like I got down to 6 and 7. And I was like,
yeah, because there's 2 of them that's not her household. There's 2 of them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
But see, this is the problem. Because I could give you the first one. It's like, man, people make a mistake, man. You're young. But it's just like, okay, the 16-year-old, it's like, okay, that was a 3-year gap. Even if you stopped at 2, it's like, okay, man, not the smartest decision. You're already in bad shape. But man, when you start getting to like 3 and 4, and you're already that's what I'm saying, man. You're reckless. You're self-centered. You don't care about anybody but your desires at that point. So yeah, nah, man, this is crazy.
But I bet you it was the men who sat down and treated the kids like they were his own. He probably needed a place to stay.
Yeah, but I mean, at what point, like me personally, like if it's like, man, you have a kid at a certain point, it's like, look, I'm about to get cut. I'm about to get on some contraceptives, so some form of birth control, man, because this is costly. Like,
it's costly to whom?
Both parties. God damn it.
If this is his first kid.
You think it's a guy's first kid if he got with a girl? So even after like 3rd and 4th kid, you think like a dude that's his first if he got with a girl that already had like 4 kids with 3 or 4 different guys?
I have seen
impossible.
I have seen it.
But what type of dude was it though?
You're not gonna like me for saying this. Military.
It ain't no military guy.
The South.
A chick with kids.
The South. Military. Yes.
Like where, man? Like where is this around?
I'm not going to get it. I don't want them to listen to me.
Wait, SJ, aren't you like you went to the military, right? At one point?
Yeah, I was in the military. Wasn't no dude like there was definitely some simps in the military, so don't get it twisted. But
yeah,
they would mess with a chick with probably like 1 or 2 different baby daddies, but 3 or 4, like people has limitations. That I was like, Stan, what I said was like the type of dude that would run into this chick would have to be like mentally challenged, physically impaired, or handicapped.
Love after lockup?
Yeah, a prisoner. That's what I said. That's definitely a prisoner.
Or military?
Nah, we can't put that on military. That's too much.
That's what I was telling people, like, if you into inmates, get you a man that's in military. That's better than an inmate. You'll be going on tours with your husband. Your kids get a better life. Military.
So SJ, you never been in those type of situations, have you? I got a question. All right.
No, they got still because y'all married now. Kids go to college.
Ain't nobody taking no deal like that. I can give you one or two. You got 2 kids or something. You know, a dude could do 2. But when you talk about 7, hold on. I got 1 kid, and that was too much for me. Shit.
But you gotta look at like the dude grew up, and his mom had 5 or 10 children with different fathers. His mindset is a lot different. Like, you know, that's something for them. Or there's a guy who's like, you know, my mission in life is to be a stepdad. There are men like that. That's what they're gonna do.
But not at this number though. That many different dudes. Like you could do it if like there's like 1 or 2. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen people do 10.
Man, God. We gotta roll some more of this video though. We'll dissect that a little bit more. Stan, I gotta dig into that. 10.
Let's go ahead, man, and continue this.
A 5-year-old. Okay. And how many men?
6.
So, what you call you? Girl, you got 6 men. What you looking for? You calling me for number 7?
No, so let me say this. Before I started having kids, I always had a plan for my future. I wanted to have all my kids by 1 man. I wanted to
fuck that plan up.
Man,
what was your plan? Poverty?
Fuck. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm looking to have more kids. I'm just looking
I hope not.
to not have to look no more.
Oh, wait.
I understand that.
Yeah, pause this shit.
Yeah. So if your youngest is 2 and 3, and like if one of us came in, you gonna tell me I'm not gonna get a kid while I'm taking care of 7 other children? Like
that's right.
Nah.
She closed up the gates of the for JJ. So look, you have to first off, Stan, right? After countless and countless of mistakes that she had made for the past, pretty much for 19 years, okay? She has finally learned her lesson, right? You know? And she's closing the heavenly gates of the vagina 6. So in order for you to get into like the letter V, okay? You gotta get through the letter M. And that's marriage.
Actually, I watched this. She's still giving up.
Honestly, shit. If she got like a 2 and a 3-year-old, hell yeah, like that man. Just imagine, man, 7 kids. You come into there. You know, most people have like 1 or 2 kids, so it's like off the jump. Like you merging with somebody like this, man. You got 10. Even if you go through McDonald's and you're like, look, man, I'm gonna take the kids. Man, you looking at like a $200 bill, man. This chick a liability at this point. And then the audacity to be like, I'm closing it. I'm shutting it down. I'm celibate now. Like, oh, hell no. Nah.
Yeah, she said she got that grip.
Yeah, that grip, all right.
After 7, it's damn near impossible.
Let me ask you guys this, right? Let me zoom in real quick. But okay, on the look scale, right? If you could just rate her from a 1 to 10, right? Like, do you think that she's even worth, okay, like putting yourself in that situation where you become baby daddy number 7?
Hell nah, she a solid 4. But I mean, even if she was a 10, I mean, she got 7 kids. You automatically drop down to negatives. I don't give a damn. J-Lo and with 7 kids, like she dropped down to negative territory. Like, hell no.
Shit, I mean, you're not gonna find a way to put the kids to work or something, like give them some jobs and
Nah.
Now they got dads. Their dad's gonna come after SJ if he says anything. You can't discipline my son. I don't care. Y'all married.
Yeah. Just by mere numbers, you're gonna have like at least 3 run-ins with like 6 different baby daddies. So that's the other element. You got the like whole headache of those guys, and just children alone. Even if they're your own kids just get rebellious. So there's gonna be at least 3 of them that's rebellious. So man, you just
and don't forget a bad day. She gonna remember each and every one of them. And when she's supposed to co-parent, quote unquote co-parent, they might be cohabitating while they co-parenting. I mean, and that's mix of co-parenting that she be going off to. So I'm sorry.
But yeah, solid 4. So yeah, definitely like just on look scale, hell nah. But
there's no numbers for me as a negative.
Yeah, not saying just by like what he was asking, just to give him a response. Nah. Definitely just based on looks. If you was just like superficial and you was like, hey, she ain't in that range, nah. But I'm with Stan. I don't care how you look, you're a negative. You got 7 kids with 6 different dudes. Yeah, you just automatically float to negative territory.
Ain't no them kids gonna tell their baby daddy some lies and you're gonna be fighting for your life.
Because I mean, just think about it, man. You can't even go on a basic trip. Like, just think about the plane tickets for that. Like, you want to do a family trip, man. You just you're gonna have to do it like old school, the Brady Bunch. You gotta get the station wagon, the minivan, and you just gotta go to like a local park. That's as far as you going, man.
Hey man, you're gonna just drive through America. That's what.
That family trip is gonna cost you at least like $4,000 or $5,000, man.
I know
those kids that got to take care of.
All those people on the plane.
Yeah,
it's gonna be home alone. 2 of them might be missing. 3.
It's like taking them out on a field trip.
Yeah. Facts.
Damn.
Airbnb gonna the first night.
Imagine like you doing road trips in a big ass minivan, and each of one of those kids, like every now and then, like I'll say like at least like an hour at a time, a different one be like, "Are we there yet, Daddy? I gotta." No, not Daddy. You know,
that's it up.
Stepdaddy, or they're gonna just call you by your government name, right? You know, I gotta pee. I gotta use the bathroom, right? God damn it, your sister already used the restroom. Why didn't you go with her? Why the hell go? And then you got other ones who are gonna be like, I'm hungry, you know?
Yeah.
And she gonna be quiet, looking at you like do something. And the minute you do something, they gonna call their dad on their own cell phone.
Like he was mean to me and all this stuff, and they get the phone calls from at least like 4 or 5 dads be like, man, what this Negro doing, man, to my son? You know?
And you didn't
dating death threats and all that.
You didn't tell me about this trip. We didn't even vet him yet.
Right.
Going out the state without me. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot of layers of problems. But let's see what she got to say now. Yeah, Kendra about to go in. Shout out to Kendra.
You gave 6 men a child. Out of all those 6 men, none of them were good enough for you to be with until the end of time?
In the beginning, yeah. In the beginning. But to be honest, a lot of these guys caught me in a moment of me being vulnerable. So that's just pretty much what it is.
Damn, this is always our fault.
But
what, you been vulnerable your whole motherfucking life? Damn.
So Lisa's 39, St. Louis, unemployed.
Salute, comrade.
Kids,
Salute.
4 live with her by 6 men. Have you ever been married?
No, I've been proposed to, but never been married.
So what kind of man are you looking for, Lisa?
A man that's not married.
What'd she say?
I don't do cheaters. I don't like cheaters. I don't do
that.
Man that's not married.
What was it? Man that's not married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't do cheaters. I don't like cheaters. I don't do thieves. I'm not real super particular on a guy that I'm looking for. I just don't want no drama. Don't want no mess.
So the 4 kids that don't live with you, why? Just curious.
Great question.
So my oldest daughter, she's grown pretty much.
Okay, 19, okay.
My 13-year-old pays for her dad.
Okay.
And then the other 2, I don't want to discuss.
Okay, I respect that. Now here's the deal, Lisa. You have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old. Are the 2-year-old and 3-year-old the same age?
Actually,
hit pause real quick.
The 2-year-old and the 5-year-old is probably.
See? Wait a minute.
So whenever they say, like, I don't want to explain that, they got into some trouble and stuff. So them kids got taken. Because, you know.
Here it is. Ready for it? The 5 and the 2-year-old have the same father, which means the 5-year-old and the 2-year-old, but that 3-year-old got a different daddy.
Yeah. So she said the 5 and 2-year-old
got the same father.
Damn, so my man doubled back. That cat is dumb as hell, whoever he was.
Wait. She literally, okay, I missed that part. So she said the 5 and 2-year-old is from the same father.
The 5-year-old and the 2-year-old have the same father. 3-year-old got a different daddy.
Fuck, what a plot twist. Damn, I
told
swear,
you about
bro, that's strike 3.
Did I tell y'all about that co-parenting? Well, I told y'all about that co-parenting. They're getting in with that co-parenting, huh?
Okay, so look. So now we gotta break this down. So look, out of the 7 kids, right? From the 6 dads, okay? As she stated in the video, okay? So kid number 5 years old. Kid number 7, 2 years old. Kid number 6, 3 years old. Mm-hmm. So what happened? So same baby daddy from the one who gave birth to the 5-year-old.
Mm-hmm. And then the 2-year-old.
So somewhere between they fell out within 2 years. They fell out within 2 years, or maybe sooner than that. She found another dude, got pregnant by this dude. Mm-hmm. After she got pregnant by this dude, obviously maybe his sex game wasn't good enough, or he was just a trash dude, or whatever.
He wanted to go ahead and handle the co-parenting of the 5-year-old.
Like a dummy. But don't forget, because she got a 5, 6, 13, 7, 19-year-old. So he just co-parented all these goddamn kids, so at least most of them. Then after that, she discarded him, went back to the same dude that gave birth to kid number 5. Now she got kid number 7 by this dude.
But see, that dude, man, I'm just going to say it, and this is just speculation. He's got to be on crack. Or he's an alcoholic. Because look at it. Okay, he's in the pecking order of the guys. He's number 5 and 7. You know what I'm saying? So he knows his back history of like, damn, like she got 5 other kids by the time I got to you with.
No, it became 6. I gave you 7. She got that grip.
Nah. This is a straight sucker. Cause 1, 2. Yeah, he was the fifth baby daddy. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. This is a dude that like, yeah, my man must have been hitting the glass pipe, you know.
Okay, maybe. Okay, here's probably another thing, right? Now I'm not gonna. It's too late for me to give her the benefit of doubt. She'll hold.
Yeah.
But maybe baby daddy number. No, I'm sorry. He's baby daddy number 5.
Yeah, he's baby 5 and 7. He's baby daddy. 5 and. Yeah,
no, because she got 6.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm saying he's got kids 5 and 7.
I'm sorry. Baby daddy number. Sorry, he's baby daddy number 6. He's baby daddy number 6 because 5. Baby daddy number 5 got 5 in a 5-year.
No, he's 5 because he doubles back. So 6 is right. 6 is number. This is how confused we are.
4 and 6.
Salute, Von Eric.
4 and number 6.
No, but what I'm saying,
the 5-year-old and the 2-year-old got the same father.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. He's baby daddy number 6.
5 came in, and then he came back and he made another one, number 7. So he's 4 and 6.
No, he's 5. He's 5. 1, 2, 3.
No. Sophisticated jerk. He's 6 because he's the last different dude that she messed with.
No. Because here's the order. Because it's 19.
Yeah.
That's 1. 16 was 2. 13 is 3. 6 is 4. Now 5 is the 5th.
Yeah.
3 is the 6th, and that's the different dude, and he goes back. So 2 is the 7th child. So he's still the 5th guy. There was a dude after him that was like even more dumber.
No, but you talking about for number 7, right?
Yeah, so he can't be twice. So that's what I'm saying. There's only 6 dudes, so he's the 5th because he was before the last guy was the 3-year-old. Because you can't count 2 because that's his kid.
No. But that's what I was talking about. I'm talking about the guy. So number 6 is the guy that has the 3-year-old, right?
Yeah. So he was the last actual new guy because he already.
Yeah. That's what I'm referring to. I'm referring to like the new person, right? The last different person. He's number 6. So what happened was that again, besides her being a hoe, right? We already solidified that part. Ain't no Lori up for her. But to give
is she really a hoe? Or is there like a new category? Like she's like elite status. Like if we had Olympics and we had to give out gold medals, like she's on that podium, like holding that shit up. Like she's like the Michael Phelps of this baby shit. So that's what I'm saying.
I can't say hoe because I think she thought like these children, and also that's what I'm gonna put it on the men. You know how the men be playing stepdaddy and probably need a place to stay, and then put himself into the.
Stan, do not try to put this on these dudes.
I got
do not try to give her an out. That's what you about to do. You about to give her a psychological out. No, hell no.
We've seen it way too many times. He's trying to act like he's the dad and he's being supportive and I got your back, baby. It's me and you versus the world. And then we go ahead and we go into the baby shower and what's the other stuff they got? The sit and see stuff. So there's 3 events. You got to do the announcement of the sex. Then we got the baby shower, and then after the baby is born, we got the sit and see, all the attention. And then, well, wait a minute, you forgot that she's a mama bear. She don't give a damn about you right now because she just had this baby. It's all about this baby and her, and you don't touch this baby. And then she got other babies. Now she looking at you like you the enemy, and you wasn't ready for this because you don't know nothing about child development and women's bodies and what they go through after a pregnancy. So you go ahead and you fuck the neighbors.
But y'all forgetting one thing, man. Y'all forgetting one important component, right?
What's that?
Out of these dudes that she messed with, 1 or 2 of them has to been a one-night stand type of person. No pun intended, Stan, right? But
I think
I would say number.
Because she did.
Like, think about this. We can't say baby
like this. I don't know what's the word I can use. You know.
I don't know.
If you know my name when you see me in heaven.
You talk about deletions, ADs.
Oh, that's what they call them? Yes.
Yeah.
So if she likes the guy, she's keeping him.
But I'm saying she got 7 guys, man. So she technically like every goddamn body. So that's what I'm saying.
No, there's more. There's more.
I get that, but one of them is it's a one-night stander. You know what I mean? And I would think that the last dude was the one-night stand type of guy, because ain't no way in hell you come from. Guys, is a ridiculous number because they're 2 years apart. 5, 3. Well, not really. 5 and 3, 2 years apart. After you leave that dude,
2 is 1 year apart. That's the sad part.
I know that. So the last different guy, which is baby dad number 6, he was a one night. It was just a one night stand. She had to get her emotional needs met because the other guy before that left her, and then after she had her baby by this dude, then he came back, and then he gave her another baby.
Number 6 was a sucker. Because if you already know she had all them kids and, you know, she got a bunch of young ones and he's coming to the crib, like, he's a sucker. I think if you wanted
But
to
it's
say like
5
one of them was a
Yeah.
one night stand, it would be 16. Because he was just like, look, you know, you only had one kid. He was like, let me get up out of here, man. You're second, you know, you just so that's what I'm saying. He's the one was like, nah, I'm good, man. You kind of mouthy. I'm getting up out of here. So that was the dude. But like 13, like 3, 4, 5, when you start hitting that, something's wrong with your mindset where you even put a baby on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She got that grip.
Nah, ain't
It's
no.
just like those last 2 dudes, man. Like it's a little iffy with me, man. Like.
Yeah, 5 and 6. That's why I'm telling you. 5 and 6 is like either they on crack or they handicapped. That's what they got like a bum leg,
low self-esteem or something.
a cleft lip, something, man. Like,
or they're elderly. You know, they can't pull out for nothing.
They've been in jail multiple times or something. Maybe I got locked up.
Yeah, but let's see what else she got to say, because yeah, she about to get into it.
So you have a 3-year-old though too, right? So you had a baby 1 year, and then the following year you got pregnant by somebody else. Okay. Now, Lisa, are you familiar with my show?
Yeah, I know. I ain't even got the comments on it.
So you already know that there's gonna be a lot of comments about this. So I'm gonna give you.
And I think she said her name is Keisha.
That feel like you have
that
7 kids
it all.
by 6 men. You have pretty much a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 6-year-old. Do the 6-year-old and the 5-year-old have the same dad?
The 6-year-old, no, they don't.
Okay. So there's moments when you were pregnant 1 year by one man and then pregnant the following year by another man.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. So this is going to be talked about, honey. So what do you have to say to the people that's going to be talking about this and thinking that what man would sign up for this?
I mean, it's fine for men don't want to sign up for it, but I'm saying everybody has a past. And also a lot of people also commented and said that can't nobody judge me, don't nobody have no help or hell to put me in. The kids that I have, I could have aborted to keep to keep myself from being talked about or to keep my reputation. So I just decided to keep mine.
Well, I want to say this, and I hear that a lot, and I get that, and respect for you for having all your children. But there's also birth control methods. There's birth control. There's condoms. There's other precautions that you can take other than just.
I'm gonna just be honest with you. To be honest, I just don't need to have no sex because I've got pregnant with the and then this little TMI.
Pause. We got a
pussy gripper. So
yeah.
I told you she got that pussy gripper.
Nah.
But here's something right we skipped. Here's something we skipped. Now she has a 6-year-old and a 5-year-old, different daddies, right, within the year. Then she got another baby daddy that gave her a 3-year-old, and she went back to the one that gave her the 5-year-old within a year. She does have a habit of getting pregnant.
Yeah, she reckless. Shit, that's all it is.
Because that's what he's a pussy gripper.
Man, that's pedestalizing. That's that mental shit. Everybody got damn near got the same anatomy. She's just reckless. That's all that is. Because
that's not true.
It doesn't hurt just to put put a condom on.
Sir,
what was that?
We know there's some snappers out here. Not everybody is a snapper.
Yeah, but still, you know, to put your life at risk. You know, your livelihood.
No,
just for that. Yeah, no. That's ridiculous. Especially with a repetitive offender. You know.
No.
Bro, I'm sorry. Type of woman I can't really take seriously.
I remember I met this one woman, not from our church, M3, but from another place of worship. She was young, but she gave birth to 15 kids.
God.
And she had like Irish twins. So I don't know if people know what Irish twins are. Like
Hell no, what's that?
Is it by the same dude or by a different dude?
It's a different dude. So she was still pregnant with another baby that wasn't ready and gave birth to the one that was ready in the same year.
Damn, that's crazy.
So
He said
I mean,
Irish.
it's like, and then sometimes her mother would take the kids, or the grandmother of the boyfriend would take the kids. But yeah, all the kids were taken away from her. But you know, there were guys in church that wanted to date her, and they went out. So,
But see, it's a difference between dating her and like fully like being committed to her.
you have 15 kids and 15 different baby daddies. And let me tell you something, church men are not that holy.
Hell
And
no.
we all
If they
know
would run
that.
up in something like that, then shit.
They would.
But that's why I said typically, like, that's why I was trying to elaborate on. Like, if you a dude that you would even talk to, you know, after somebody has a pattern and you still go down that road, like, man, you desperate, you know.
They want
But for her, huh?
They want to figure out what was going on. Like, and for me, I'm like, she fertile. What do you mean you gonna figure out what's going on?
But even with Kendra was asking her, like, man, why didn't you use any birth control? Now her response was just, you know, I'm just not gonna do it anymore. It's just like, man, just be, productive with it, man. It's crazy.
When she asked her when the last time, now keep that in mind. What did she say? She's not doing it anymore, right? And she got that gripper. Now she's gonna ask her when the last time she's been intimate. But let's go ahead and press play. You'll see.
Go ahead, hit play on that. Let's see.
Before I hit the play button, right?
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of this one song, right? We'll just play it real quick, okay?
Drop it for your pastor.
Hold on.
She got she's almighty. She's almighty. Drop it for your pastor. I know you get nasty.
All right, so all the church girls out there that getting their cheeks clapped. Shout out to Crank Lucas songs, man. Cheeks Almighty. Go ahead and download the track, man, from Apple Music and Spotify. Anyways, let's go ahead and, man, we're gonna continue. Cheeks Almighty.
So my best bet is I just don't need to have no sex till I get married and get some stability.
Is the goal marriage?
Celibacy.
Just
Celibacy and then marriage.
So,
You know.
what? You said, wait, what you said you're celibate now?
Yes. I'm trying. And that's why I'm glad I got my kids, because I can't even get out there to really.
I want to make sure I understand. So your mom's 7 by 6 men who now is celibate until you get married.
That's the plan.
Just curious, why didn't you come up with that plan after maybe baby daddy number 2?
Facts. Get her, Kendra.
Because I like sex. I'm going to just put it up. I like, at the time I was a nympho, and I just wanted, and I thank God I ain't getting nothing that I can.
Hold on, pause.
And I'm going to just keep it real.
Try to tell you, Stan.
I told y'all. She said since the time she was 10. Since she was 10, she liked sex. That's sad. Something happened to her when she was younger. She don't understand what's going on.
I mean, it could be for a whole various of different reasons, but whatever happened to her, she enjoyed it, and now it became
not at the kids stuff. We gotta be careful with. I'm just saying, like, once she got to a certain age, though, you know, that's when you gotta clean up, man. Once you have a kid, man, you should be looking down at your kid and be like, man, that's the most most important thing.
No, that's
so
not
for her to
it
keep, huh?
That's not what it is. No.
What is?
Because what happened is when you have a kid, you get unconditional love. Because if your parents didn't love you, this child that you give birth to is going to love you. So a lot of times people have kids because that's the mini-me, and you getting that unconditional love. You see how them kids are spread out? The time you hit 3, right? What do you normally go to? You go to preschool, so you're not home all the time. And then, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to develop your own world. you need your parents less and less and less, right? So guess what? Go ahead and make another baby. Somebody that really needs you and gonna love you and you're gonna be all their world. But
so you're saying she's dependent on the kids, like attention type thing or something?
if she's getting is reciprocal, right? For kids, I mean, you're the mother, of course. That's supposed to be. But for the mother, she don't see it as like, hey, maybe allegedly, she doesn't see it as like, hey,
shout out to Mr. Ferg.
I need to raise you up so you can be an adult. But it's much more, I need you to love me because I wasn't loved. And also, a lot of time with people with this type of past, men and women, a lot of time they relive in the trauma because now it's their choice. Well, before it was imposed on them.
But I disagree, man. I think sometimes, man, we want to I think sometimes we seek out. We need a answer or a diagnosis for everything. And I just think, man, some people are just pieces of shit. Honestly, I just think it's that simple, man. Where they're just self-centered. They don't care about anybody, and they'll just leave a trail of like disaster and chaos, man, because they just. They don't care, man. Could there be some other things? But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other people that experience bad stuff that, like I said, when they have a kid, they're just like, you know what? I'm gonna protect the kid. I don't want the kid to go through anything like me. So I think sometimes we try to overcomplicate a lot of this stuff, but we just assign a diagnosis to something, and it's just, I don't think it's that elaborate.
Why you got to assign the diagnosis? You got to, because this was her normal. And then when you look at this, right? I say like all of us on this panel, on average, you probably got like 1 or 2 children. But where she's probably at, they probably having 5, 10, 15 kids like it's nothing, and they got a farm. It's like you ain't got no farm. You don't need all these damn kids, and you got a system that's going to support you. You got the back to schools from the sheriff's department and this other thing, and Christmas is coming, and the sheriff's going to bring toys. But that's what I'm saying, like, this is normal because it's not just her. It's like everybody around her. So I hear what you're saying, but like people don't know that what they experience is not normal. So they're going around. What's that thing you said? Like you're functioning, you're dysfunctioning, thinking it's functional.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
I just.
But listen to it, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead and read what Uncle Ferg said.
Now he just said that she has nothing to give to anyone, including like her children, and he just saying like, you know, basically she's at that age, you know, she's passing trauma down like to her kids.
Not that, you know? Yeah. But Stan, I just think, man, sometimes, man, we just got to call it what it is. It's like, man, you guys are pieces of shit. You're dysfunctional. That's the diagnosis. But you're self-centered.
Right? Huh? When you said, right, oh, he's an incel. He's red pill. He's just a black man that going vote for Trump. And what she's getting is the Tia Mowry of the world is like, please tell me your story. I need to know what you're going through because I'm going through it too. Yeah, all men ain't shit. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get these mimosas because today's Sunday. We're going to have this brunch. And then after that, we're going to go to the beach and hold hands and call on the goddess.
Nah, but see, because I think when you guys go try to make it too complex, man, it's almost like you're giving people like an excuse to when they turn adulthood. No, I'm just saying this is what kind of happens, and it's just like, man, regardless what you experience, once you become an adult, man, you have to go fix yourself. You have to seek help. Yes. It's not a good excuse that you drag your family, you push everybody in poverty. So it's got to be a cutoff where it's like, no, I don't care what your environment is. You should be intelligent enough to be like, this ain't right. This sucks. This ain't the norm. I can barely take care of myself right now. So I don't need to have like 3 kids if I could barely even go buy myself something, you know. It's a level of common sense you got to have.
No, I give it to you. So this was what it looks like, right? What it would look like if I came up to both of you guys and said, "Hey, I'm dating this woman," and she's like this woman, right? Mm-hmm. The information you have, or even Uncle Ferg, will be like, "Yo, you know, she's 29 or she's 32 and she got like 7 kids and she wants some more." Like, yo, what happened to her past when she got pregnant? She was a teen mom. Like, what's going on? Do you think you could take that on? But that's the part for us, because a lot of times for her, the therapy for her was be strength based. Like, yes, you did give birth to children. Yes, you could still, you want to aim for a more functional, positive relationship. So that's what she's at right now. But for us as men, we do have to look at this, and no matter how fine she is, M3.
I know you're not talking about. I know you're not talking about the woman on Kendra G show.
No matter how fine she is and what she do at the airport when you see her leggings, M3. That we understand, like, yo, she has this past, and do you really want to take this on? Because I think a lot of times men just think like what we think with our dicks, and we're not thinking like, yo, she started at 10. This person could key my car up because she probably got some what's the thing called, attachment styles that doesn't match. She got abandonment issues.
I mean, Stan, this is not the 90s anymore. If anything, you got to worry more about like herpes and stuff, right? Than somebody keying your car. But
you know, the men and these men did not care. They probably like, oh, I guess we'll go ahead and just cuddle tonight till the outbreak is done, right?
See, this is the problem, right? And eventually, I gotta get around with we're trying to make this topic, man. But see, this is why post-nut clarity save lives, man. Man, if you can't control your hormones, man, and I try. Let's see how many minutes. I try to like be still for like at least 57 minutes, right? But you gotta have that, because right now, man, you run into like these sour apples. You're messing around, skeeting all around like to the wrong woman, knowingly. Now, obviously, she doesn't allow men to use condoms. She likes just put, like, you know, pretty much spin out babies like it's nothing. And you're still going on with it. That's because you guys have not nutted enough right to yourselves as opposed to nutting to these women, bro. Like, I hate to say this, but you gotta find something. Go to Palmer. Go find like a hooker. Go find something where like you don't put yourself in a category where now you're becoming an active participant to someone else's livelihood by taking care of the kids and becoming the next stepdad.
You know the sad part? A lot of times, and this is not on anybody, but I remember when I worked with youth, working with teens, and we had these older clients. They're about to age out a program. They're like 21. And I overheard the boys was like, yo, I'm just going to find a girl with a baby mama. We're not going to find a baby mama in the hood and get her pregnant. But that was their housing plan. And it was like, and this is like, before anybody come out, this is like more like 15, 20 years ago. I've been in this field for a minute. But like, you know, to hear them say that, and I had to like have a men's group and like, yo, you need to go ahead and be self-sufficient. And like, oh, you want me to work at McDonald's? And we broke down the budget of McDonald's. Even if you work part-time, it is more than welfare. You're making triple or quadruple more money at 20 hours a week or 16 hours a week than waiting for a check once a month and balance your whole life for that month. Or getting a woman pregnant to go move into projects. So a lot of times, I know we're good, and because we have mentors and fathers and uncles that helped us, but there are so many Black men out here that is their goal, is to find a baby mama and get her pregnant and stay with her and lay up with her until they find another situation. And it's sad, but that's where we at as a community. It's too many.
Nah, man. But see, that's why I give pushback, man. Because everybody done pretty much. If you African American, pretty much in United States, you're probably 1 or 2 to 3 generations from like poverty, pretty much. So enough people, man. Majority of people ain't even in those positions. So man, that means enough people had the mindset to be like, look, I'm not gonna grow up in them circumstances. I'm gonna exercise some common sense. So I just think, man, like some people, man, because there's enough people that be like, hey, man, don't do that. Like you said, go work at McDonald's, work your way up. Some people, man, they want the easy route, man. So I just think that's the reality, man. And that's where we gotta start putting it like that. Cause it's just like when we be like, man, this is the community, it's like, man, that ain't facts. Cause man, there's a lot of people that don't operate like that. I think it's a small minority that we just sometimes we over fixate on it, where we think like it's majority of the population, man. And it's just some people, man, they would rather sit in poverty, man, and get,
No,
like
I
you
remember
said.
AM said something that was important. He said, the worst of us, Angry Man, he said the worst of us outbred the best of us.
He said what?
The worst of us outbred the best of us. We're having children in our 30s, 40s, and 50s. They're already having kids starting in teenage years and continuing all the way up to their 40s and 50s. So just like this woman, she got generations. I mean, and she got a total of 7, compared to somebody like us, who's like middle class, working class, with just only 1. So it's like the worst of us outbred us. Like they just outbred us, and they got more children, and it's gonna be like a class issue, because we gotta, there's us and then there's them. And I remember that growing up in San Francisco, because San Francisco, there was a clear division. They were like the hood people, they didn't want nothing to do with you. The rest of us, if I see you on Saturday or Friday, because we all didn't have the same job, or we see each other at school, and then there were the ones that only hang around white people and they want nothing to do with us, because they're like, look, this is Friends, I'm the black cast member, and I'm the token. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, man, we gotta. It's like, man, we'll give information and knowledge if people want to receive it, but at a certain point, it's just like, man, we
Oh man, I'm with you on that. Look, the arc has closed. That's where I'm at. I already, the kid I got and helping raise this kid, I'm done. I really can't. Now I could pass you a book, and I could give you 5 minutes, and I can probably send you to a program to go check out. But other than that, I can't give you nothing else, because I gotta focus on this one kid, and that's where I'm at, and that's it. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. So the arc has closed. That's for me. I had to put that boundary up, because I do.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's go back to the video.
Look, great girl. Yeah, so we got like a lot of work.
Unless you want to take on some kids, SJ.
Hell no. Nah. I got one, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I ain't need that's why I keep telling you, like, man, I didn't need nobody to come and give me this whole motivational speech about life. I was like, man, like I had one kid. I was like, this takes a lot of time and effort. And I was done after that. I got cut, man. So that's what I'm saying. If people don't have that enough common sense to understand like how hard it is, or could put like a financial numbers, like, damn, when I go pick up these Pampers, man, this is costly. Like at one kid, it's just like, man, I don't want to hear all these diagnoses and why people don't have the mindset to do stuff. That's why I was like, that's all excuses.
Yeah, I hear you guys. So let's go ahead and just play the video real quick.
But Vader, so don't nobody want to fuck.
You don't like sex no more?
I mean, I do, but I found other ways to shit. Them kids go to bed and do what
She got the baby kicking it in the back.
Yeah.
This is usually the last question, but I'm gonna ask you now because I'm just curious. Why would a guy just curious? Why would you say a guy would be
lucky to date me?
Yeah.
That must be baby number.
Overall, I'm a good person in general.
That must be baby number 3.
I pray.
2.
I'm just I'm a good person. To be honest, at times I can be too good of a person to where I'm taking advantage of. So even with the dating thing, I'm still debating on, I guess, the guys that I choose. I even said I wanted to try different races. So
how long you been celibate for?
I'm going on 3 months. And that's long to me. That's
what's she saying? How many months?
3 months.
Alicia, should this man look a certain way?
You ain't fucking celibate. You took a break.
As long as he
After
ain't
20
missing no teeth, that's fine.
damn near
but
20
he
years of
just,
fucking, you took a break. That ain't celibacy.
I don't care. He just got to be attractive.
Okay.
And I'm 4'11", so I don't want nobody my height.
Stop. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh God! I'm
Hold
sorry.
on, man. God
Didn't mean
damn
to
it, bro.
laugh.
This
Don't
shit
mean
is
to
unreal,
laugh.
man. So let me tell you this, though, okay? She meets all the disqualifications on my list. A single mom who
Okay.
has fucking 7 kids,
Mm-hmm.
6 different baby daddies.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them are major simps.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, which is like probably the second to the oldest, the father of that kid. That was a one-night stand. Okay. No pun intended, Stan.
I'm sorry.
And you're 4'11". You are pretty much the majority of my co-workers' height, Lola's height, and all the bad things that Stan says about like short people.
What? How did my name come up in this? What?
Because you was the one that was like, don't date people, women, right?
Yeah, you said short women are demons or something like that.
Yeah. You started, Stan.
I said
And I listened.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did, Stan. We got you on recording saying this.
From the
Okay,
last
on the
live stream.
record, I also want to say that you got to give your kids a fighting chance because a lot of them want to be basketball players. Tall girls need love too.
But you said there was the nicest one. They actually did an experiment on that one too. For every tall girl that I saw, I was extra friendly, like more like, oh hi, you know, whatever, right? See if they will smile, whatever. It was all right, most of them, but the majority of them were white women. So
Which
I couldn't
means
find
your son
no
has
tall
a
black
chance to
women.
make it on the NBA. You
What
see
is
how
that
that
on
works
that?
out?
But let's get back to that comment
Yeah.
she made where she was talking about
3 months.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to Trey Ferg comment. He said that Cuda wore it out. Absolutely.
It is some fresh air.
Yeah, she need to set that mug on, and yeah, that joint need a break.
Oh yeah, Great Pill acts like what you guys talking about. I guess we'll play that part back when she asked her when the last time you been intimate.
Yeah, scoot it back because we were talking a little bit.
Okay, when was the last time she been intimate?
Mm-hmm.
Debate, no. I guess the guys that I choose, I even said I wanted to try a different race. So
how long you been celibate for?
I'm going on 3 months. That's long to me. That's long to me. That's a long time.
That's a fucking
Alicia,
shame.
should this man look a certain way?
Shit.
As long as he ain't missing no teeth, that's fine. But even, you know, I don't care. He just got to be attractive.
Hold on.
Okay.
You said pause?
Yeah, pause real quick.
4'11", so.
Hey, if I meet someone like her, I'm gonna hide my teeth. I'm gonna be the most unattractive guy to her, man. You're not gonna put me or try to chase after me or trap me in that category or grip me. I'm good.
Man, this is the sad thing, man. And this is like a cautionary tale for females, man. Like, you gotta market yourself, like, when you go out on dates and stuff. That's what it really is, man, a date. It's like, man, you gotta go out here, you gotta explain this stuff. So even now, when she's doing this with Kendra, it's like, man, like, I'm sorry, man. At 7 kids, you should have no standards. You should, when she asks you, like, what type of guy, you should just say breathing. That should be your breathing. I don't care. He handicapped. Like, he got, like I said, disabilities. Like,
You know,
it's almost like you should know, like, you have like a bad resume. Like, man, breathing. That's it, Kendra. I'll take a guy that's breathing and that's like nice. That's it.
You know, Sophisticated Jerry, if we have time, man, I want to do kind of like a quick reaction from your videos, because you and Manic, I saw a video like you and Manic did, right? And it was like, you know, another one from the Kendra G show, and the woman was heavy set, but at least like, okay, at some points, well, besides the one, you know, one guy that makes 6 figures, and you're looking like a whale.
Yeah, Shorty was big.
Yeah, she at least she was somewhat reasonable to a certain degree. You know what I mean? And I don't even think she had any kids. So I want to do a comparison to that person.
Yeah, no, she didn't have no kids, and she was reasonable except for like she wanted a guy with 6 digits, and
yeah,
you know the issue like we called out with her. What was that?
He got to match her energy.
Yeah, she said match her energy, and then she was like, he got to be because she was like a high earner. She was like, he needs to make like 6 digits, and it's just like, man,
yeah, be able to take her to the basketball games and all.
You're
that.
like 20 buffets from that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you got to correlate where you are to like what you're asking.
Wait a minute. Is she fat or did she have big titties?
She was fat. Like she was big.
Those weren't titties? I thought those were titties.
SJ, can you?
It was that, but she was bigger because she stood up and she had cankles.
SJ, can you send the link to the private chat? You know,
let's get through this. We can do that on another day because this one still got some more time on it.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, I'll find the clip.
Yeah, no problem. Great Bill says, I agree. Long as he treats her right, looks at her, the dollar signs shouldn't matter to this type of woman. Options off the table.
Shout out to Great Pill. That's a man of knowledge and wisdom right there. See.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Her experience says that she can get them because she got 6 baby daddies.
No, because you never saw the pictures of the dudes. That's what I'm saying. And they coming in there like, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Something ain't right with the brothers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like them cats straight off their short bus, dog, chewing on crayons and shit.
All right, let me hurry up and play this video real quick.
Put that disclaimer up. You might want.
Yeah, so she got a Forrest Gump. That's what she did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on. All right, damn.
Cat sniffing glue and shit.
Please be advised that what we discuss is not political, clinical, financial, medical, nor legal advice. This is for information and entertainment purposes only.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And also too, please be advised that the opinions of the panelists, Sophisticated Jerk, the guests, and the chat are not necessarily the viewpoints of Knowledge and Relationships.
Hey, I'm just trying to vividly paint the picture for you. I'm saving lives out here, man. Listen, Shorty right here, breathing and a little bit nice. That's your preferences list now. After 7 kids and 6 baby daddies.
Now, SJ, suppose she was trying to date like a brother or nephew of yours or cousin. Like, how will you talk to them about this?
I'll put my cousin to the side and I'll be like, man, why do you hate life like that? Like, what? This ain't even about her. This is about you. Why are you hitting rock bottom like that? Like, we need to send you to rehab, confidence school. Like, the world's a big place. Like, I would literally, like, I would put him on planes and take him places. Like, United States bound, we'll go overseas. I'll be like, look, man, we gotta travel. I gotta do this to save your life.
And save the leg. I'm like, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
But I've never heard that before. Why you hate your life?
Yeah. Why you hate your existence like that?
Dang.
All right, let me continue.
So I don't want nobody my height. Okay. So at least it's like
Go for it.
5'2".
There's a lot of people taller than you, so you'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think short women have it easy, not easy, but when you're short, there's a lot, like, I feel for tall women at times because I get if you're 5'10", you really want somebody taller than you. But when you're 4'11", you can date somebody 5'9", right?
Yeah, I've had guys that were like 6 feet.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody wants somebody 6 feet or taller. But when you're 4'11", the point I'm making is the 5'8" guy is way taller than you still do. So that's in your advantage. So the guy make a certain amount of money.
No, as long as he ain't Now, as long as he taking care of his responsibility, his priorities, and ain't asking me for nothing because I ain't got it.
Yeah, I know you don't got it, bitch.
So if you get with a man, because you live solely off of child support, correct?
That sounds so harsh, but yeah, I want to go back to work. I do her. I actually get my own hair, but I want to go back to work. It's just I'm trying to wait till I move. I don't really like the area that I live in, and daycare for my kids. It's just I've been through it. It's too much. It's just it's too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear the kids in the background.
Yeah, I hear those stupid kids.
So just think, man, you moving to that, man, you got no peace. Peace is just not existent.
I mean, yeah, that's why she had to do the Kendra thing, like in her bathroom.
I just came from the stove, so I ain't dressed all up. So.
She's definitely on Section 8.
Can you see me?
We gotta see your legs.
Oh,
hold on, make it bigger, man. We got it.
Yeah.
All right, we see you, girl. When was your last relationship, Alicia?
My last relationship. Well, I've been in situationships. That's crazy. I've never been in a relationship. From my understanding, it was.
You got 6 kids by men that you were never in committed relationships with.
I thought we were in a relationship, but I say we weren't in a relationship because there wouldn't be any cheating and having other kids.
No, you can be. I mean, listen, cheating. How about this? Cheating only happens in a relationship. Ladies, if y'all didn't know that, if you're in a situationship and a guy is with somebody else, that's not your man, so you can't call that cheating. You can only call a situationship cheating when 2 people agreed to an exclusive relationship. So I know you're using cheating, but if he ain't your man, it's not cheating. So let me ask you this question: have you ever?
Wait. Okay, so to quickly break down the situationship and relationship. So once you guys make yourselves exclusive, then it has to be a relationship. It cannot be like a situationship and you're in a relationship. But and again, situationship is not even a goddamn meaning, you know. But whatever, Urban Dictionary. So now you have situationship where it's like you basically have an open relationship where you could just allow anybody just to come in and come out, and you just do whatever you want to do, but you're not really fully committed. So it makes sense that she was never in an actual true relationship with these men because she never allowed the time to develop. It was just like, and you know, and I kind of agree a little bit as far as like, it's the choices that you make. Yes, you go through like maybe she probably went through a rough past or whatever, right? That led to certain things. But once you get up to like a adult level, well, now you could change your own future.
No rough patch. That's a pattern. That's a lifestyle, man. That's what I'm saying. Like this chick is just fucked up. That's what it is. So it's like when you use the term situationship, it's a nice way of saying, man, I'm out here fucking. That's really what it is, man. So people don't like saying the harsh words and stuff, so they gotta soften the blow a little bit. So it's like, you know, a lot of times they'll be like, I was in a relationship, but like what Kendra was doing was like, so you ain't really been with these dudes? Well, I thought I was in a relationship. Well, you didn't ask no questions. Like you was making assumptions when you was with somebody. Like y'all didn't sit down and have these discussions, which shows like a level of ignorance, you know. So you know, she's trying to putting a relationship term on stuff to, like I said, to hide the fact that they was moving around reckless and irresponsible. Go ahead, Sam.
One thing to that, I think also she don't want the accountability because how do you say in the situationship and you carry the babies a full term?
Yeah.
Well, you already know in the beginning she already blamed them for her mistake.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you blame them because they didn't say. So if they didn't say, then there wasn't a relationship. But y'all weren't wearing condoms, no protection, and you carried the babies full term. But I want to point out the bills that she gave us, an insight for this guy that he's going to get if he decides to date her. She said, one, I ain't got no money. I need him to handle his business and handle mine too. I want to move. The place I live in is not all that great. 3, the daycare they stay in, he's supposed to go ahead and pay for the new daycare. It's not good. There's already bills. And also 4, she's looking for a man that's not black. She wants to try somebody.
I mean, you're doing us a
I gotta
a
meet
service.
these white men and these Latinos that they getting up with. They think gonna save them. I gotta meet them. Oh my God, John.
Look,
Yeah,
man, look.
she tripping, and I like the fact that you pointed out the bills, because like you said, those are the obvious ones. But it's just like I was talking about earlier, it's just like you think about just going to McDonald's and just getting basic things, man. Because like the oldest girl is out, so some of the, and she don't have custody of some of the kids, but just say about 4 or 5 kids. Like, man, you can't even do basic stuff without that even being costly. You know, you can't go to the movies because you got to buy all them tickets, 2 adults and 5 kids. And typically most people have like a kid or 2. So it's like on top of what you have, now you got this added responsibility and stuff. And like you said, she don't have it. So yeah, nah, you crazy if you don't. I think everybody need an accountant. Like, hey, I'm thinking about talking to this chick with 7 kids. Like, hey, homie, let me punch these numbers for you. Increase light bill.
Like, like better, SJ. Like, why do you hate your life so much? Like, what's?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You don't want to build or nothing. You're just like, screw my life. That's what you pretty much say. You step into a situation like that.
And the sad part about, I don't know if men know this, but even if you don't adopt the children, but you gave the kids a certain lifestyle, and say you divorce, right? You're going to be put on child support because they got into a custom of living.
Yeah, damn that.
All right, let's continue the video. And I'm going to zoom it in so we can get a good
Never had
look.
any committed relationships with the men you have kids by.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll say that was my oldest daughter, her dad, and then my 2 that share the same dad. We were in a relationship.
Okay. So when was your last relationship?
5 years ago.
Okay. And the last time you was intimate was 3 months ago?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You want your baby girl to hear the rest of the conversation? She fine?
She talking about some yes, no.
I wouldn't even have brought up on camera.
When I get done. Okay, sorry.
Okay. What are 3
Thank you,
flaws
John.
you
Good
have to
day.
work on,
Salute.
Trusting people. I trust too much. Finding the right man, I guess. Financial stability. Could that be one?
Okay. And why would a guy, we already did that question. You want to answer it again? Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm a good woman in general. I'm a good mother. I'm patient. I don't do all that get all loud and popping my lips and all that extra stuff. I just feel like I'm wifey material. I am. Definitely. When I say the thing,
I'm just curious. What is your definition of wifey material?
being supportive, emotionally, financially, if I can, which I have been in a position to where I was. Cooking for my man, pretty much loving on him like I love on my children.
Did they think all we want is just food? I'll cook my own goddamn meals.
Yeah. Said if I dodge that bullet at 7 kids, I can just eat out every night. I'm good on that.
Shout out to DoorDash.
Because we had 6 men that could have been potential husbands if you gave them babies, right? So I guess the question is why, if respectfully so, if your wife's material, why shouldn't you close that wife deal with one of the 6 men you had kids with?
Because they weren't husband material.
Then why'd you give them the ultimate gift of a child?
They gave the child to me. Kendra, I'ma just be real. Like I said, I got that snapper. I work.
Hold on, hit pause, man. We gotta hear this.
I have guys that.
Yeah, blow that up. We go back a little bit because I didn't catch that first part. She straight threw them guys under the bus. She said it was their fault.
They gave it to the kids. Damn.
Reckless. That's why I told you. Stand over here giving blanket excuses to these people.
Shout out to Stan, man. Hey, at least he's giving a benefit of doubt.
No, Stan a good guy.
Wife deal with one of the 6 men you had kids with.
Because they weren't husband material.
Then why'd you give them the ultimate gift of a child?
They gave the child to me. Kendra, I'ma just be real. Like I said, I got that snapper. I work, I use condoms. I have guys that when they hit it from the back, they take the condom off, and I don't know. I don't be knowing. It's just certain situations. The guy I was in a relationship with, we supposed to be doing a pull-out method. He told me the day after, you pregnant. So I'm gonna take accountability for, I guess, just having sex, period. Because I'm very fertile, but I can't show my matrix to whoever I end up with. But a lot of guys fake relationships just to get in a woman, So unfortunately, like I said, I was vulnerable at the time.
Okay. So now you're not having no more sex until you get married.
That's the plan with a lot of praying and fasting. Yeah, it's the goal.
Wait, can you pause?
Yeah, pause.
I don't care.
Wasn't the plan to get married before we had the babies? It's now 7 kids, and now we're gonna sit down and wait to get married again to have sex. And how many kids gonna come after this one?
I mean, damn all that. I don't like the way how she is carefully wording it as if like the kids that she gave birth to was against her own will. It makes it feel like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, she was just trying to have a good time. She was trying to find love. And as usual, all 6 men took advantage of it.
Yep.
You just couldn't hold yourself accountable to the point where it's like, yo, okay, you start off well with just say, hey, I just love sex, okay, but end off be like, I love sex, I'm a shitty ass individual, and I don't care about having a whole bunch of bastard children.
No, man, this is the issue with people, man. I think when those guys are definitely losers. Because it's like I said, man, if you like the 3rd and the 4th guy, man, something's wrong with you. So when she's like, man, they took out the condom and we'll go raw, and it's like, man, they're losers, but you're a loser too because you're attracting that type of person. And for her to be, like I said, man, after kid 1 and 2 and 3, like, man, you could have easily got on some birth control if, like, this was the kind of the circumstances of the guys you be dealing with. So it's just like, man, that's what I'm saying. It just shows a level of recklessness on her part, man. It's like, man, put your fate in somebody else's hands. Same thing what I be telling guys. I'm like, man, how the hell you put your fate in somebody else's hands like that, man? Just what's so hard about wearing a condom and stuff, man? I don't get it. And then, like what you were saying earlier, Stan, it's just like, man, why do you see the value of your life so low that you would want to just keep having, kids in bad situations, man, when you're already doing bad? It's weird to me. But yeah, she definitely making a hell of a lot of excuses. But that, man, yeah, lack of accountability.
Like she just there's no waking up from it.
Well, I think she's waking up now. That's why I think she knows it's bad. It's just like you said, when they in the moment, they think it's cute. They got that attachment to people and stuff. But man, when you start getting older, and like I said, you want to common sense starts hitting. You want to jump out there and get somebody that's actually functional. It's just like, she can't. There ain't no way in hell she gonna get that.
Don't take this on.
Her best bet at this point is probably like Just get the kids out of the house, make sure she's a good mom, and then once you're probably down to 1 or 2 kids, you probably be in a better space.
Man, she gonna have some more children.
Yeah, she gotta get them tubes tied. Like that's.
Damn. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna continue this video. Man.
My comments weren't even on.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, Alicia, now the time has come. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yeah, I am.
What's your name on the app?
It's my name, Alicia Gordon. I don't know if it's showing up right there.
Oh, go ahead, Iris.
I don't think Kendra should allow her to be on that app.
Type for your name.
ALICIA.
LALICIA. Gordon.
Uh-huh.
Did you cover the last name?
I
what color is your profile picture?
It's just like a headshot with like a short black hairstyle, and then I got like a black and white like overall shirt thing around.
You know, but put in Gordon first, and she'll come up. Put in Gordon, and she'll come up. Here she is.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, she took the angle shot.
And then you'll find her faster. Alicia Gordon. Alicia Gordon, and she is 39, 7 children. Don't judge me. Judge yourself about her. Okay. What I'm looking for: single man, has all his teeth and has to be taller than 5 feet. Deal breakers, thieves, and cheaters. Well, she got right to the point. You should also.
Can I say another deal breaker, which should be all women's deal breakers? Child molesters. I don't do them either. It's a lot of them out here. You got the man even messing with the little boys. So yeah, don't come over here pretending to want to. It's a lot of guys that act like they feel like they gotta show love towards your kids. But I just be looking at them like, you know what? Let me check your background.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I had to pause this real quick because she is what's that word? It's not conflating, it's the other one. Damn, what did Lola be? What's that word that Lola be doing a lot on the platforms, man? I can't remember, but anyways.
Moving the goalposts?
No. It's like when you're reflecting like your personal problems, and then it's like you're bringing it to the platform. I can't remember what it was.
Projecting?
Projecting. Thank you, Stan. Right?
Well, Lola, don't be doing that. Lola, don't be doing that stuff.
Oh, you said Lola don't be projecting?
You were saying somebody be what's her name be doing? I was like, she be getting to the point. Lola Chris. So I'm saying this lady, yeah, she definitely projecting right here. She definitely is.
And could this be why her kid was taken away from her?
Wait, hold on. Let me get to the point as far as the projection part. Now to this degree, right? Now this degree, like she is like definitely projecting, because when she's talking about like, okay, she don't want a guy that has like, like missing teeth or whatever. She mentioned that like at least like several times. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, what that indicates is that, and I hate to say it, maybe maybe you were right. Maybe she probably dealt with a couple of crackheads or whatever. But because it sounds like you dealt with men that had bad hygiene orally. You know what I mean? So you probably dealt with guys that probably had a couple of missing teeth or whatever, teeth that was probably rotten, whatever the case is. Because now all of a sudden, you're making this very clear that you want a guy that has pretty much like perfect dentures, Now, as far as that other stuff that she mentioned, I'm not going to really go there on that part, but look, hopefully that was not a projection, and she just probably just thought about something. So I'm just hoping that there wasn't anything personal.
No, I mean, that's the tier she at. Because I mean, if you think about it, it's just like you said, man. I don't want no guy missing some teeth. Why the hell would you have to bring that up? And even like a dude that messes with kids and stuff. That if you talk to a female that's healthy, got her stuff together, man, like this type of stuff don't she's not even thinking about that type of stuff because she's not even gonna like entertain it. So like the fact that she's like giving out these type of preferences, that's like damn near like you're pointing out. Yeah, that's pretty much what she probably experiences on the regular and stuff. So like that's what I was saying earlier, where she's like, "Oh, I got that snapper." It's like, no, you have some like dudes that had no value, that over pedestalized vagina, that had sex with you, and they ain't had no other options that were good, clearly. So that's all this is, man. Gas your head up. So now she took it and run with it. So she got that like I say low level, I say entertainment from guys and attention. So it just kind of like went to her head, like what Stan said, like to fill that void of emptiness and stuff. People just attach to, anything and stuff. But now she's at the point where she's starting to kind of realize it's all bad and stuff. So she's just, trying to climb out of it. But it's too late, because that's what a lot of people that like create a mess in their life, they don't understand. It's like, man, somebody else got to, accept that deal or like you back. And most people, like, once you go over a certain threshold of like fuckery, it's just like, man, nobody's touching that.
Got it.
Except for a dude that has no, like I said, no value to himself. Like he's just like, hey, I can't get nobody else but a chick that got all that baggage.
Right.
One more thing there, because like keep in mind when she said like the kid is staying with the father, I don't want to get into that, and then this comes in, right? And where she says something and then she brushed it off. And this is the part again, like for men, you gotta stop thinking with your dick and really think. There's red flags, because she didn't even say her 19-year-old daughter moved out. Her daughter still could be in the house. She got one kid out staying with the father, but she don't want to go into details. You gotta like see the red flags, and nothing against single moms, but I think when you look at the numbers and also the experience that she's gone through, and she only been celibate for 3 months. I mean, what she's doing, like the Megan Good prayer, like, guys.
She said being celibate, that was hard enough for her anyway, for 3 months.
No, but Stan, you're right, man. It's like, man, I get it, man. You could change at any point, but I mean, the baggage don't leave. So it's just almost like they want this mysterious thing to happen where, like, I pray and it's gonna clean everything up. It's like, nah, man. Like, like I said, you got to go out there and market yourself to somebody else, and people just ain't gonna take it. Well, now, will they like have sympathy for you? Yeah, absolutely. They're gonna be like, damn, you need anything, but. Nobody is just going to come in there and take that lane. And it's just like, if you never respected yourself, it's just like people are not going to, kind of respect you to that degree to be with you. They're going to give you generally like respect as a human being, but they ain't going to come in there and be like, man, you done let like all these dudes like disrespect you and put a baby on you. But now I'm going to come in there, even though I had like self-control and was responsible with my life. Like, I'm going to come in there and just merge with you. Like, man, good luck.
And she don't
you wasting prayers at that point.
And she doesn't want him black. So the white man is going to come in. And the Latino man's going to come in. And the Asian man's going to come in. And going to rescue her because she said she don't want nobody black. She wants to try the other races.
Stan, ain't none of these dudes is going to be out their mind to rescue her. The only one that's going to rescue her will be black men. But the problem is that probably at this moment, during her 3 months of celibacy, maybe none of the brothers that she really like or want is willing to take on to that type of challenge. Like the ones that has a good head on her shoulder, and none of these black men is going to go after her like that. So that's why she's hoping that White Zaddy, Jorge, and all the other tribes of the rainbow will step in as a real man and take on all of her burdens. But their culture, their people's not going to allow them to like some.
But even that term, M3 real man, like
that's the term they're going to use that against. They're going to gaslight. They're going to gaslight the man to guilt into thinking that he needs to step up like a real man and handle someone else's responsibility. but it's not going to be us. I mean, for now that is not like the good black people, you know. Shout out
You said
to
for
Marcus.
now, that was a slip. For never, for me.
Yeah, she gone. Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and continue this video because I know Stan. Yeah.
But real quick, I just let me touch on one more thing Stan said, because I agree with you, Stan, and that's why I say like a lot of people, man, when they spit out a bunch of kids, man, it's irresponsible, and a lot of times they put their kids at danger, man, because like you said, they'll bring guys, and typically it's like when you have a bunch of kids, man, you scraping at the bottom of the barrel, like, and then those dudes come in your life and they do be touching on people's kids and stuff. So, you know, it just exposes your kids to the risk and shit. So, yeah, it is sad a lot of times when stuff be happening because people don't vet people out and they pull them in their life and be intertwining with your kids. So it's like people don't care. Yeah, me and my wife, sometimes we be looking at stuff. We're like, damn, how could people just like, you know, pull anybody around your kid like that? You should be super cautious. That's why I said, like, a lot of these people are so self-centered, man. It's just all about them and their desires and stuff. They put that over, you know, everybody else and stuff.
We just had something, I think, like 3 weeks ago where a woman lost her child to somebody from church. That was like her boyfriend, and it wasn't his child. And he passed away, and it's like, it was sad how she like was not his fault. And I'm just like, oh, no. It's everybody's fault. The church fault, his fault, your fault. Like, that's not your child. Like, your child has a father and also the father side of the family. I don't understand this movement because the relationship don't work, that you punish the father and the father side of the family from being active in your kid's life. To me, that does not make any sense. That you trust a stranger that could go off and touch your children or harm your children. It does not make any sense to me. We got to do better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. But you know, best wishes like to the kids, man. They didn't ask to be in this world, and I hope they're safe. That's all.
Yeah.
Go ahead and play this.
I don't do them pedophiles. It's women out here that do.
How did you even not like censoring like all this?
For clarity, no child molesters. You got
Come on, Kendra. God damn.
that on your resume? Do not reach out to her. Please.
They probably ain't got it on their resume.
I ain't got no resume. You're right. I guess Mike's gonna promote that.
She throwing shots like she got her shit together.
Do the best. Keep me posted how it goes.
I will, Kendra. Thank you. I've been trying to be on your show for 2 years, but shoot.
Been talking about stuff for 2 years. You got a 2-year-old child.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
How long was the baby then?
I was probably pregnant at the time. You look like you're gonna hang up. I'm the most realest person you probably ever.
Why was you looking for a man when you was pregnant?
I mean, there's some people out there that I was getting hollered while I was pregnant, so I don't. Some people just don't care. If you're a good person, they don't care.
This the last time.
You said a good person. Right? Them brothers got no.
Today
her birthday.
Yes.
All right, well, happy birthday, baby girl.
How old she say she was?
I'm happy you didn't call me when you was pregnant, Alicia. That would have been girl. Today her birthday.
Yes.
All right, well, happy birthday, baby girl.
Oh,
well, I'm happy. I'm happy you
I'll
didn't
let you
call me when
disclose
you was
her age.
pregnant, Alicia. That would have been a lie. Although I've had women pregnant qualms. So it's actually not surprising. I've had at least 3 women while they were pregnant call into the show.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
You keep me going. You keep. Yeah, maybe celibacy might be the thing for you, Alicia. I think
Yeah,
I think
it is. I mean, that's okay. Look, you got QueBee out here. She would just had her 3rd child, and they tell her she need to get a divorce. They gonna talk about you whether you're rich, poor, whatever. I don't care.
What happened?
QueBee just had her 3rd child, and people was talking about her, saying she needs to divorce her husband. But if she divorced her husband, they gonna be talking about her because she a single mother. But she got it. So either way,
Yeah, but
I don't
that's
care
Cardi
what
B
people
though.
say about me, and should nobody care what people say about them. Period.
Well, I do agree with that to a certain degree. You gotta live your life in your own accord, and I do believe don't let other people sway you. But I think this is deeper than other people swaying you. I think what is going to be judged, and you're right, we have the right to judge.
No, we got the right to judge this shit.
It's certain things. It's like I wish you would have got the rule that you have now earlier, right? Like maybe after the first child's father, you were like, I'm no longer going to have sex until I meet a man that I can marry. But now you're asking a man to sign up for a woman who has 7 children by 6 men. You know, 3 of your kids are young, 5, 3, and 2 years old, and sex is not an option, and he has to marry you. And I just think that is a lot for any man to agree to. But I'm not God, but the probability is high that he might not agree to that.
I'm gonna give a quick shout outs to Miss Happily Married. She says, "Nice relationship to you and everyone on the chat. It's been a very long time. Miss you all. Definitely much love to you, Miss Happily Married. Salutes to you. Definitely miss you as well too. And I'm glad that welcome back. I would definitely say that. And hopefully you are enjoying the show. So yeah, we got probably one more minute, so I'm gonna just play this again.
But real quick, she was talking about the probability of it's unlikely. It's like 99.9%. You're not gonna find that. You got a better chance of getting some dick from Bigfoot, like they get a guy that got his shit together. That's gonna take on 7 kids. So yeah, no, it's not gonna happen.
From another race.
Any race.
But that's the thing. She don't want nobody black. She want another race to come in and rescue her.
She just talking. She needs to. I'm telling you, she wants anybody at this point. I think sometimes people gotta protect their ego and stuff like that, so they'll say some things like that. But yeah, nah, she.
I think one of these days we gotta bring other men from other races to come on here and just tell the truth, because I know some white guys, they are not going to be a step parent to black kids, especially 7. They probably do 1, and they're hoping to get their own child out of the deal. But they're not going to try to do 7, and then maybe or maybe not, you go ahead and you'll give me 1. Like I don't understand where's this white savior complex coming from? Where's this Latino savior complex coming from? And where's this Asian man complex coming from? They're going to rescue?
It's not, man. I think people, man, they push the goal post so far out, so where they almost like, it's like they know it's delusional. So it's like, let me say some dumb shit that ain't never going to happen. And then I'll just say there ain't no good men out there because I know it's unachievable, but it's almost like I still got to blame somebody else, because this is like, if most people marry their own race. So if your own race ain't going to really take that on, you're typically not going to move out of races to take a bad deal. You know, it just don't work like that, even based by the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just almost like they're just so fixated on a delusion, man. It's just like, I got to paint this picture to make myself feel better. Yeah. So like you said, ain't nobody taking on. Typically it'll be like 1 and 2 at the most. But yeah, because the guy will have kids too. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at it, it'll be like, you got a family of 4 now. So people are just more financially literate, where they're just making a more conscious decision. Like I can't take that on because I got my own damn kids, 2 that I gotta take care for. So if I give it somebody that's like 7 and I got 2, that puts me off after rip like 9.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. So it's like, damn that, ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, you got a deficit. So how you gonna pay for your own kids' college?
Yeah, you killing your own legacy at that point. And unless you don't care about, that's what I'm saying. You would have to literally be like, I don't even care about my own legacy. I'm taking all this baggage on. So yeah, most people just ain't gonna take it on. But I like the fact that Kendra is breaking it down to her, because sometimes I think this does need to come from another female, because I think sometimes like if somebody's like resting in that delusion, they hear like guys like us saying it, they're gonna be like, oh, they're just haters and stuff like that. But a female kind of breaking it down to her, and Kendra does a good job putting it in the right tone and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that reality is going to set in a little bit.
shows my friends are watching. I can't say I'm a fear for and addicted to the dude.
Facts, Trey. That's why Trey Ferg spot on.
Let's see.
They already know. Because she mentioned, like, other people talking about me and
Yo, Uncle Fatty, hilarious.
And she got 3 kids and she married. I'm like, that's a whole different ball game. She's married. All 3 kids came from one man. That is something completely different.
But I mean, she's not a financial burden. Like, definitely crazy as hell. So you're gonna have some drama. But I mean, as far as like the financial impact, and that's what most guys is nervous from. That don't exist with her because she a millionaire. So I mean, yeah, she trying to compare apples to oranges. Homegirl down here is in the hood. No job versus like a millionaire. Like that's 2 different pictures.
Wait for somebody to come take her to the penthouse apartment up in the sky.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
But you want to play the rest of it real quick? See how Kendra closes out?
Yeah, for sure. And then we can talk more about it in a minute.
And that's fine. I mean, I just take it day at a time. If it's for me, God will send it to me. If not, then He'll make me wait.
And there you have it. Okay, we don't argue about God over here. God is the ultimate, the beginning, the end, and that's it. And in the words of Glorilla, at the end of the day got to end.
There we have it.
All right, bye, baby.
All right, thank you. See you later.
Wait,
Can we
hold
talk about God and Glorilla in the same sentence? God and Glorilla.
Man, if I was God, I would just send a flood. After people hearing all this, it's just so disrespectful when people be like, yeah, if God's gonna, if it's meant to be, God's gonna sit there. If I was God, I'd be like, that's enough. One more chick with like 7 kids says that shit, I'm sending a flood at this. I'm wiping humanity out. I can't take this no more.
That is just, yeah, man.
7 kids in the year 2024 on purpose.
What they say, that how many forms of like 34? That's what I'm saying, man. You're like, forget that. So even after the first kids that was in the teens, the 19, 16, and 13, that's a good number, 3. You ain't learned your lesson and you went down and you was like, damn that.
She said like, hey, he hit it from the back and he take it off. And I don't know what's going in there. A lot of us on this panel have sex. If I cream pie in you, she knows that it's in there.
But I mean, you're look at the type of dude that you messing with. That's what I'm saying. That's why you can't escape the responsibility, because them dudes they pieces of shit. So don't get it twisted. But it's like the fact that you're sleeping with a dude that has no value. That's just like reckless like that. That's what I'm saying. That shows like you who you're attracting, who you're aligned with. That, and that's the part people never want to talk about. Even on the men's side, we give men smoke too. We're like, dude, if you're calling out females and saying they're bad, why are you even intertwining with them? Why are you putting a baby on somebody like that? That's crazy. So yeah, with her, it's just like for a dude to like have no value and be that reckless, you still gotta get that smoke.
Can you read Uncle Ferg?
Yeah, he says God was not wearing near that box when getting that demon D. Brother, start asking for that high school report cards. Damn.
Yeah, no, that's facts, man. Because it's like everybody once they get in the jam, and like I said, you got the 7 kids. It's like you want to become religious at that point. Yeah, ain't nobody hearing that.
So it just makes me think a little bit, right? Because like it seems like, and I don't want to like prove like I guess like the people on the internet, right? When they always like try to preach about like, well, the best years to really mingle with a woman, to really get into a relationship, it's like when she's in her younger years. Because I want to like just believe that, okay, through time, you start to mature. You start to make better decisions. But you're at the age but most of them are at the age of 40, you're having all these kids, and you're still making poor choices and decisions. And it just made me think like, damn, like was it too late? Was born in the wrong timeline? Like,
or the choices you make, right?
Yeah, but it gets worse when you get older. You should
but,
be making.
But understand. But
I
okay.
don't,
But here
oh,
it
go
is,
ahead,
right?
sir.
We're in the year 2024. Your daughter is 19, so this has to happen 2003, 2002, or 2004, right? Your first child.
Right.
In the 2000s. We're not talking about you had this baby in the 80s. Brenda had a baby by Tupac. You're in the 2000s. We're riding high on the hog. And you gonna tell me, no, 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 no. And she sound like she's from the South. You could have got you a dude from like what do you call those HBSUs? You got you a nice military man, a police officer. It would have been set.
Yeah.
You've been set. But this stuff, come on.
I was born in the wrong time. I could admit that. Uncle
You
Fatty
think so?
says,
I don't think so, man. I just think, man, you got to get somebody with a mindset that looks at stuff like. That's why I say people got to start having deeper conversations. Like, man, how do you view, like, you got to give people scenarios on a date, man. Hey, what would you say if somebody had like 5 kids and 4 different baby daddies? How would you view that?
If for Project Eve to come out and give me a robot wife, I'm good.
Yeah, but see, but let me break this down, right? The reason why I think that maybe I probably was born in the wrong timeline, because here's the thing. If I was born like maybe like, let's say like 10 or 20 years a little bit earlier, right? No, let's just say like 10 years earlier, okay? Of course, my mindset would, huh?
Which decade do you think? Let's go that way.
I would say, so I was born, so from the 80s to the 70s, okay?
But would you want to be an adult in the 80s and 70s? That's what I'm asking. Like, is that where you?
No. I was saying like being born. No, because no, if I was adult in the 70s, I'm gonna be much older than that. I ain't trying to go like
Yeah.
like,
You got one foot in the grave. You about to pass out any minute.
Right.
But if you look at it, right, if you were an adult in the 70s, all of us would have been married really young, because they really did cherish weddings and marriage in the 70s, and also somewhat in the 80s. The 90s, we was shacking up.
Yeah, kind of, but still, like it's not as bad as it is right now, because if you look at it, right, okay, I'm almost in my 40s. Okay, I'm 39 years old. If I was trying to find a woman that's close to my age, whether it be like 47 or 37 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at that type of time frame, between the 37-year-olds and the 47-year-olds, right? A lot of them has already been through the ringer, and they still making poor choices. Whereas, like, okay, someone that's much younger, which to me, I'm like, I might as well just be your father or whatever, because you're gonna be too young. I've seen like the younger ones that has more common sense now. Huh?
That's something they feeding us to us now. My father is, I believe, 15 years older than my mother, or 20. Because my mom, she's like, you don't marry for a woman, that she's like, no, you marry older. You don't marry somebody your own age, unless it's like somebody that you met in high school, that high school sweetheart stuff. But if it's not, she always, like, the women in her family, like, you date older. You always marry an older man. You just don't date somebody or marry somebody your own age if you want a real relationship with families. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if we actually look at it, right? If you're an adult and you're in your 40s, yeah, a 25-year-old would date you because she wants an older man. That's the norm. The men were the plan. And, she's still working because feminism was still around. She still got her job. She still got her career. That's what I'm saying, like, both parties worked. They were all going 50-50 because they got that house for how much, SJ? They already got that house already paid in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
With an acre of land. They live in, man, they go on vacation. Have you seen the Brady Bunch? They go... Gas was like, what, 75 cents?
But I do got to give you a little pushback on the. Hey, I could have do young, man. I'm sorry, man. I know that's like dudes' fantasies.
But they're young. It's not the same as our young. We're still trying to be 16 at 56. Like they were already ready to go, be an adult, move out, have a family. Sisters are already getting married. Really, it's a complete marriage and relationships is not really important. Although we do talk about it a lot because people are feeling the emptiness. I don't think people are being honest about that stuff. They feeling the emptiness because now they want to like, well, job should let us date. No, you guys have productivity and they not on that. So no, and we're not trying to get caught up in no lawsuits. So ladies, no, because the time for you to find a husband was high school and us for us to find a wife. High school and college, church, done. All that stuff is completed. Yo, when you're older, you do get married. That's that in the South. People got married because they want to get married. I don't know what kind of documentation they got. That when they divorced, it was like level and equal, and then that was it. But with that said, I think it is the environment. Also, you got to look at the time period because I think that's what a lot of people fantasize about the old days. Because marriage was it. Marriage was the end goal, and we don't have that. And we got to be honest with that. Because if you were in the 70s, all of the 70s, we all would have been married. Easy.
But see, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, man. Because I think a lot of times, man, we romanticize the past. But it's just like, man, a lot of people got married out of necessity. So, I mean, that's what happened where a lot of people... Huh? What was that?
What we doing now? They getting knocked up by Cam Newton out of necessity.
No, that's laziness because everybody got opportunity now. No, people could go and get like a livelihood on themselves, but now you have people that are just lazy, so they'll target people. So that's why a lot of times I even give dudes pushback with the whole younger female thing. It's just like, man, they're coming at you from a resource kind of mindset. So it's just like, and then where you get with that person and y'all break up, you know, that person go clean you out. So, man, you're supposed to just look for somebody that got a similar mindset that has the same like line of thinking as you, and that's where people just the preferences are they go out there dating with the preferences in front of their character and stuff like that, and that's the issue, man.
But remember last week you mentioned something where it was like, hey, a lot of women said they won't do 50-50, but divorce, they want half of everything, right?
Oh yeah, no, they want the 50-50 relationship on the back end. They just don't want to contribute to it. So
and I think like across the board now, when I say younger, I'm not trying to date those 18 or 19 year olds. So like, don't come after us in the podcast. For me, young would about be like 25 and above, and I'm not dating that. But I believe that it's all women, and I don't care what age. A lot of them is just like they want to be lady of leisure. And I hate to say that, it's like the marriages are just a come up. It's just like, okay, you can say that men have a little bit of money, but that's still money that's gonna be in your bank account. So you'll still take it. It's not like y'all gonna say no.
No, they coming for it. But see, that's why you got the ability now where I think like people just look at the dating market a little different. Because I was just having this conversation with one of my boys. I was like, y'all looking at it like a lot of dudes deep down inside just they want to be needed. They want the necessity, old relationships, but when it goes wrong, they don't want that. No, and it goes hand in hand. Where it's just like, man, you could go out and get a female that's like willing to work with you and don't have an issue like my wife. When we were younger, we talked about like financial dynamics. And the first thing like I asked her when we was talking about it, and I knew she was kind of the one, was she said it the easiest thing. She was like, hey, I'm going to do whatever it takes for the family. That's what I'm going to do. Whether I have to work, if I have to do something, I'm cool with that because, hey, that's what's best for the family. So other females was like, nah, I'm not going to work. I want to stay at the house. You know, they were looking at it from a self-centered approach.
Yeah.
So that's where like guys just got to get better at like, hey, instead of like just being enamored by her looks, you need to get down there and be like, hey man, how do you view these like dynamics in the household? And if they on some self-centered shit, you got to just walk away. And most people ain't willing to walk away. They want to like get with that person and change them. And they're like, oh, hopefully they'll like adapt to my program, my leadership style. And that's why people are having issues. But it's like, nah, how you maneuver, what the characteristics, how are you going to operate? And if you do that, you're gonna have a better chance of sustaining a long-term relationship.
Yeah.
Right. We gotta get the art of practicing on like how to probably disqualify a woman.
Yeah, facts.
No matter how good that she looks. And you know, and I was having like one of those thoughts like earlier, like this morning or last night. And I was like thinking to myself, I was like, man, like, you know, I had to kind of weave out like a lot of like high quality looking women. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this like, oh, I'm like because I'm like that type of dude or whatever, but it was just something that I just didn't really like put like a lot of careful thought into. Because a lot of times, you know, I'm always looking to give people the benefit of doubt. So I'm always overqualifying people that doesn't really deserve to be qualified. So it could be like little stuff. Like let's say, I think the most men that will let slide is that if you contact someone, whether it be a text or a phone call, and they don't get back to you, but then it's like they're doing other things on social media because you see their posts or whatever, and they announce that they got your message, but they still didn't get back to you. Why are you still, as a man, still trying to pursue? If a woman is telling you no, that hey, like you're not that type of dude for her, why would a man feel like, okay, she says I'm not the one. Let me keep trying, so that way I can continue to impress her until she finally gets tired, gives up, and say yes. And a lot of these men, they do that a lot to the point that it does work for them. But then in the long run,
it never works,
like,
man.
Yeah, when they find the right guy, they're gonna leave you like in a heartbeat with no care in the world. So we gotta do the things that is really challenging for us because I get it, man. Like, you know, we all like, well, I ain't gonna say we all, but most of us, we do lack, you know, a high self-esteem because we feel like we don't get the high probability of secure, like, you know, certain type of women, quality women. So we tend to settle. So until we get to a point where we're just like, okay, universe, God, or, you know, the Almighty, however you want to call him, I'm not willing to settle. Just like these other women with 7 and 10 different kids or whatever, kids by different men, are not willing to settle. And at the end, they're gonna still get whatever type of men that they, well, somewhat closely, because you still
They all everybody
self-love.
loses, man. That's what's happening. All those preferences, everybody think they win, but it's short term. Now the issue with guys is, man, like, and this is where I always just differ from most dudes. I like my financial stability more than I like women.
Right.
And most guys, like, they're so thirsty. They like women more than they like their financial stability. So they, like I said, it's a weird dynamic where guys, they're willing to risk it all just for like a pretty chick. And I'm going for character. I'm like, nah, if I put this work in, you ain't just coming in the door and talk about I'm gonna be laid up, a lady of leisure and shit like that. I'm like, nah, I'm good without you.
That comes from our boomer parents.
What was that?
That attitude of like, you know, like our boomer parents paid for these women. They had no problem taking care of several households, and they thought they was big shit. Like they were the man. I got a woman here that needs me. I got a woman there. I'm take care of this kid, even though he's not.
I don't think it's that, man, because I've never really seen too much of that, and I just think, man, guys lack confidence. I think M3 was spot on, where a guy feels like he's lacking in something, but he wants that trophy girl to impress other dudes, man. A lot of times that's what it is. So it's just like they're willing to like take that risk, man. That's what it is.
It could be like both things are true, but like for him, the confidence is that he has a woman that he's taking care of. The confidence is he is paying for the lifestyle and the children. The confidence is like for him, like I have the ability to have 2 families or 3 families depending on me. I'm the man. I think like a lot of times that's something we had to do like this season is to hit that mindset of men, because with all this information that's out there from you, from other panels we did, both you guys, Mr. Let Go, Angry Man, Anton Daniels, Lee, and I forgot the other network. It's like so many networks, right? And Coach Greg Adams and Alpha Man Strategies, and yet men are actually doing this stuff. Like to hear this woman say, like, I was pregnant and I was still trying to go for another date, and like, yeah, there are men that would take her on the date while she's pregnant and while the dude is at home taking care of his 5-year-old. Like, not like these guys. There is something that's going on with men that's like beyond depression. It's
but it's no, Stan, I get what you're saying, because like a lot of, and here's the thing, it is like, it's almost like a God complex, right? Because most men want to feel like they have some type of utility that they have to offer. And I could fall, and I'm guilty too of falling into this. And having that feeling that, man, like somebody actually needs me. Not a dude, of course, pause, but some woman that actually like, will love to like utilize like whatever talent or whatever skill that I have to offer. And by helping and seeing that appreciation that they're giving to me makes me feel good as a man. So I get that part. That a lot of times it's not even because like just some funky ass box or whatever, but sometimes it's about the ego and what's fulfilling. So
yeah, it's definitely ego, man. And but that's why I'm saying it ties back to confidence and self-esteem. Because like if you're a dude and you're operating, you're building yourself up, you're doing growth, like it does something to your mind where you don't need like validation from other people because you're doing the actions to like build yourself up. But a lot of people don't do that. So what they end up doing is like they need a shortcut to get that validation. So they need it from other people. So that's why like a lot of guys just get it. I'm telling you, man, I got multiple friends. They hit me up and I break down scenarios for them. And I'm like, it's apparent that the female's disrespectful, kind of, doesn't really dig the dudes like that. And I'll tell them. And they still will like latch on because, man, they just got that scarcity mindset, man, because they lacking in other areas. So when you start getting lazy and you don't want to build up and stuff, man, that's what happens with most guys. They just latch on. So the first prettiest girl that comes and hollers at them, they just like, I'm holding on that for dear life. I know that she really don't dig me like that, but I'm going to try to convince her to like me. So that's when they start throwing money at the situation. So that's why when I be talking about the dynamics, like, hey, if a female don't have her stuff together, I'm not even dealing with it. They look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm from like Krypton or some shit. That's why they don't understand it. But it's just like, honestly, man, a lot of dudes just like lack that confidence. They're never going to say it because we're so egotistical and everything ties into our masculinity and stuff. But the time you put like a female into masculinity, I already know, man, you got like self-esteem issues.
Yeah, for me, like I remember, so a little bit transparency. My parents had a divorce. After divorce, the lifestyle changed. And what happened, like he always put his girlfriends and their family first. Now we flip it 30 years later. Now when it comes to my kid, I tell women straight up, I don't have money for you. You are a grown-ass woman.
Yeah.
I don't have money for you. Don't ask me for money. I don't have money. Oh, you must think I'm a trick, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, you must think I'm a mark because I don't have money for you. I just don't. Either we're going to have a good time and hang out, but other than that, I'm not going to be buying your kid no computer and then mine ain't got one. Like, that's not where it's at. But for me, what happened because I remember how my father treated me, and it carried on for me into adulthood. Like, I'm not what I got. That's mine. I take care of. And I also got nieces and nephews. I'd rather sit down and take care of the bloodline before I take care of somebody else's bloodline. And that's it. Now, some women hate it, but guess what? That's the reality. That's the type of guy I am. So I don't have money for you.
Nah, and that's good, Stan. And that's what men got to do, man. It's just like we're supposed to build, aka both contribute to this thing to get ahead. So it's like if somebody ain't willing to do that, then I already out the jump. I already know where your mindset at. You thinking of self, and I'm good with that. Like I don't need nobody to help me spend my money. I'm good at that by myself.
Okay.
So I don't understand why guys think that's like cool. I'm like I'm straight. So we both could build. I got a lot of intellect. I can help you invest. I bring a lot to the table as far as that. But see, a lot of people just don't want that. They want the resources, so they don't care about the like knowledge the mindset that you could bring and stuff. They're just like, nah, dummy. I want to get in your pockets. And a lot of guys are just so thirsty that they really don't care. They won't say it, but their actions show that they don't mind being a trick until they go sideways. Because that's what I'm saying. When people go through divorce, that's when everything's revealed. So everybody typically lawyers up. You know, like guys will lawyer up. They're trying not to pay. The female's trying to take more than that. So that's why I'm saying everybody kind of lies to themselves and stuff. And they don't really value the other person's position, because if you talk to like divorce lawyers, they'll break it down to you. But like, yeah, nobody's trying to pay that money. So they'll be like, guys, when they be saying, oh, I'm cool with paying like half of everything, they be like, man, once you go to that divorce, they trying to hide assets. And the females, they're like, man, they're the most aggressive, like especially the stay-at-home ones. I don't know if y'all seen that clip on our channel. Like that female was like, they're the most aggressive. They trying to take everything. So yeah, it's just dumb. It's just like, hey, how about we come in here, we work with each other, we build this, and we both put in. We shouldn't have no ill feelings if like we do have to split apart. You know, it'll be amicable at that point. But you know, people don't think of the long term on stuff. Everybody's in La La Land.
That's only on Reasonable Guys streams, but good luck to that. But look, fellas, man, this was fun, man. I definitely enjoyed the show. And shout out to everybody that tuned in, that's still in the chat. Shout out to the people that tune in on Instagram and YouTube, Facebook, and all that. So let me see. Uncle Fast says, I like the relationships, like the burritos argument. Yeah, okay. But yeah, man. Hey, look, this was definitely fun, man. And stay tuned, man, for more episodes.
We doing Toxic Tuesdays.
Oh yeah. I didn't forget to plug that in. So stay tuned for a Toxic Tuesday. Okay, this Tuesday coming up at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, if you're in the East Coast, that will be 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9. I'm sorry, 9. Oh, 6:30, 9:30. Oh shit, hold on, my bad. I mean, we're starting at 6 o'clock Pacific time, not 6:30, and then 9 o'clock Eastern time out there. So let me make sure I get my mind right on that part. But other than that, yeah, stay tuned, man. Because I know all you guys in the chat are very toxic individuals in your own way. So you might as well come to Toxic Tuesday so that we could all unite together as a one big toxic family. So, anyways, thank you guys again for
wait. There's one more thing. We also have this week, right, on the Manic Sophistication Talking Shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt. The recap, I'm dropping it tomorrow. So yeah, y'all definitely tune in, man.
Yep. And my parting words to all the men out there: if you have kids, your own kids, nephews, nieces, or cousins, you do not have money to loan to any of these women. Stop it. All you owe them is a meal and some dick. That's it. They don't get nothing else. They don't get nothing. You got kids in your circle and your sphere. Stop it. You have no money to get Christmas right around the corner. Stop.
Hey, Trey Ferg said, speak for yourself, Stan.
But my part of words, man, it's just you run into a chick that got like 7 kids by 6 dudes. Mm-hmm. Jerk off, man. Jerk off.
Oh.
Save yourself one. But once you, like my boy M3 said earlier, he was like, hey man, once you get that release, you can be like, oh man, what the hell was I thinking? Why was I about to do that?
Damn, I was saying it's so sophisticated, but you just went straight to the point, huh?
Yeah, you gotta just put it out there. Just tug one, man. It's gonna save your life.
But she said she got that grip.
Grip my ass.
And I'll save my
grip on life. That's what
she got that grip, but I'm saving my grip to the restroom. Okay, so
yeah. Shout out to Sharon up in here.
Yeah, salute, man. Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in, man. If you guys have not, please subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. Okay, knowledge is simple. You see the little coffee cup, okay? Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. If you are watching us from Instagram, again, subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. Shout outs to the ones who've been tuning in, like Deja, Nick at Night, B-Eazy Dat Dude, Roberto. I am Cat Lady, Chap Star. Shout outs to the homies out there. Again, shout outs to the Wildest Wake Show, Trey Ferg, Uncle Fatty, Gray Pill, Marcus, and shout outs to, and if I miss anyone, my bad. Oh, shout outs to the happy married woman. Mm-hmm. Anybody else that I missed, my apologies. But again, shout outs to you guys for tuning in, and I love your comments. But please make sure you comment after the show and continue to get the likes up and share this video. Also, subscribe to Managed Sophistication. I know y'all can't really spell sophistication, so look, go up to Google and type it in or whatever. Google will help you out. If you can't spell it,
look at sophisticated jerk.
Yeah, and
it's right there. The sophisticated.
Yeah, sophisticated. But take the E and the D out. Okay, take the special ed out, and then just put I-O. Yeah, you know what I mean. In and out. Yeah, whatever, man. Just subscribe to Managed Sophistication. It's not that complicated. Okay. And you'll see me, Sophisticated Jerk, and your boy Stan Joseph Lee Thompson Gibson up in there, right? But other than that, thank you everybody for tuning in. And we are out, everybody. Peace.
All right, guys. Bye.
Get your minds right.